out there smoking a stogie, and it's like, okay, I guess I'm in kindred ground. Oh, really quick? Alright, anyway, so
I'm glad I didn't make that comment that I was going to make. Hello, everybody. This is Fireside Cigars.
It's Josh.
I'm Connor.
LaRue's here with us in spirit.
And,
Okay, go.
yeah, today we have something special, but not so special. Special in the fact it's Padron, and Padron is near and dear to our hearts. I always tell people, you know, when they ask stupidly, "Hey, you ever smoke any Cubans?"
They suck.
We've been over this, but I always say if you want a good cigar that's as close to an old school Cuban as you're going to get, Padron's your ticket.
Which Padron are we smoking? Sorry.
Smoking the 2000 tonight.
Anybody have one that's not open?
You still have one.
Nothing cut, yeah. So, a little plain looking, right? Not very exciting.
Doesn't smell strong when you open it up either. 'Cause we
No.
did that
There's
with
a
this
small
one.
hayiness on the bottom of the foot, but otherwise there's nothing really that's pronouncing. But it is still a very strong cigar, one that Connor and I have smoked numerous times.
Dude, this shit's fucking heavy.
It's the first time that Chris has actually smoked it, and so far he seems to be liking it.
I've got 3 drags off it, and that bitch is already biting.
As I mentioned in the live video, which I want to apologize if you broke your neck watching it, when Chris uploads the other one later, it's going to be right side up. We're drinking Lefty's Nut Brown Ale, if you want to get another image of that. Definitely a tasty beer.
So far, so good with the cigar.
The local brewery.
Yeah, Greenfield, right?
That's right.
About an hour from here.
So,
yeah, about.
less for us.
Hey, Massachusetts people.
Yep. So,
Whew, fuck.
Padron has a variety of stuff they can offer. Most of it is, if you like your bigger, bolder cigars, that's Padron's your thing. They're all excellent, and they range from, this is actually probably the cheapest offering they have.
Yeah,
Fucker is real right now.
$8.95, I believe. But even their cheapest ones, like this, that doesn't mean they're by any means lacking quality. And in fact, in some ways, I prefer these to, say, the 26 and the 64, definitely the 50th.
Right. You know, and Padron's one of those things where they have an offering for everybody because they do have the $8, $9 sticks. A lot of them, though, are 15 and up. There's a Padron 50th. I've had 2 of them. I didn't purchase them because they're so goddamn expensive. Chris has had one too, I believe. So has Josh. We've all had it, right? That's a $50 cigar.
It was good.
It was good. For the price, I don't know if I'd smoke it again. Out of their, just a side note, out of their anniversaries, I think the 26 is the strongest one.
Well, my favorite of the Padron anniversary series is the F90, the hammer.
Oh, that's actually a pretty good one.
The Love Hammer?
The love hammer. It is shaped a little funny.
Oh, snap.
Anyway,
It's right in there.
so this is just it's a basic cigar. It's not fancy. It's just a really good, strong Maduro flavor. A lot of spice, I'd say.
I'm the only one smoking right now. It is epic right now.
So, we'll smoke it. We'll get back to you.
Yeah.
I actually have a different cutting method today you guys haven't seen yet. This is a pair of cigar scissors.
It looks like a parrot's beak or some shit.
Now, Connor, where did you get that? On our favorite site, I believe, right?
Yeah, I got this off cigarbid.com. This particular pair, it's the Zycar MTX Multi-Tool. They're a little pricey, so I was able to get them there. Usually they retail for about $50. I got it for $25, I think. So yeah, that's full 50% off. But what I love about these, they're super portable. Look at in comparison to my hand.
He's got small hands. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, fuck you.
He doesn't have Trump hands.
Oh, agreed.
So it goes on my keys. It's with me wherever I go. And it gives the really sharp blades. Zycar, of course, is a lifetime warranty on all their products. So anything goes wrong with it, they will replace it or fix it. And it's just like your basic guillotine cut, nice and straight, nothing fancy. But
Take a little off the top.
I prefer this style of cut for torpedoes, anything with an odd cap shape. So Pandela, double Pandela, torpedoes, even Solomons, anything in that family with the sort of odd tapering going on, I like.
Yeah. I'm doing this plain Jane, nothing fancy, straight cut. So we're going to smoke these Padrones, drink our hot cocoa, I believe that is.
What's in that hot cocoa?
peppermint schnapps.
Hey, schnapps.
Yeah, you know what? Knock it, but it's like a York peppermint patty.
I'm allergic to chocolate, so I wouldn't effing know.
It is amazing.
Mama said it's amazing.
So yeah, we're gonna smoke these.
What time is it real quick so we can put a time on the smoke?
10:10.
10:10.
I just
You
burnt
just put
myself.
your in.
Yeah, that was effing great. What time? Oh, yeah, okay.
So we'll see you guys in a little bit.
Deuce.
It's it's really just like reading a book, only at certain points, the book's like, does your character make this decision or not?
Yeah.
Hey guys, welcome back to Fireside Cigars. We're finishing up the Padron 2000. It looks like I'm actually a little bit later than the other two guys.
I spoke too fast.
What do the two of you guys think about this cigar? And actually, Chris, I want to hear from you first, since this is your first time smoking this cigar.
Well, it's easily an hour and 20 minutes.
Unless you're me.
Yeah, exactly. Said it right off the rip. I was coughing through the first 20 seconds or so of the video because it was bitey. It was strong. It was bold. It stayed that way through the whole cigar. I would easily, I've said it before, a strong, bold, black cup of coffee. Mm-hmm. The bite, the spice stayed through the whole cigar. I had to drop the ash only a couple times, but like a nub, I could have smoked that thing. I mean, it was huge.
Yeah, good construction. It's not a super long cigar.
It didn't go out at all on anybody, so I mean, the burn was very smooth. You're still smoking. I just put mine down.
I mean, super even burn throughout as well.
Absolutely.
You know, one thing Padron does really well is their quality control. Nothing comes out of their rolling facilities that's not up to snuff.
Top notch.
Up to snarf.
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 But Lionel.
I've never even heard of somebody smoking a Padron and having issues with it. I mean, maybe there are some people that found the
shit batch.
Yeah, the opposite of the golden ticket there.
The brown note.
And speaking of notes, room note is a little. It's interesting. It's kind of like
woody.
You're walking into a cabin, and the wood stove's going. You got some nice pepperiness in the aroma, but you've got that really strong cedar smell too that a lot of the darker cigars have.
The room has been filled with smoke the entire time. It's got a good thick smoke to it. Mm-hmm. It's still white. It's not that bluish color. Not that it would make a difference, but I mean, we're talking about the cigar, so.
It's an oily smoke too, a little bit.
Yeah.
Which I like. If not a fan of a darker, oilier cigar. I mean, if you mostly stick to the Connecticut's and the mild stuff, this is definitely not the smoke for you. In fact, just stay away from Padron in general, unless you're smoking the Padron Damasio, which I hope to get a few of for us to review, because they're kind of a different animal in the Padron family. But that's my 2 cents. Nothing to add. Just a really spicy, dark, not horribly complex, but good cigar.
Yeah, I have nothing really to add either about that. I agree with Connor. It's certainly, if you're looking for a really complex cigar, this isn't anything that's going to knock your socks off. But if you're looking to get into heavier cigars, you're looking to breach that gap from your medium, mild cigars, definitely one to go to. Not necessarily just because of the cheaper price point. Again, that was about $8.95 a stick for the Padron 2000. But also just because it's an excellent cigar, excellent construction, and it's not going to kick you on your ass as far as strength goes. It isn't, but like I said earlier, it isn't the most complex. If that's what you're looking for, it might not be the best cigar for you. You're going to get a lot of really, like other guys are saying, a lot of really cederness, a lot of really spicy coffee notes. The wood for me is very prevalent just because of the way my palate is. I get a lot of actual oakiness from this more than cedar than anything, but still a phenomenal cigar. And Padron, you obviously can't go wrong with anything Padron, in my opinion. Padrons are to me what Christophs are for Chris.
Yeah, they're almost the same way for me. Never had a bad one again. I'll look you in the eyes for a second though. They're available pretty much any respectable, tobacconist or place that sells decent cigars. They're out there, so you can find them. It's not like some of the really weird stuff we've smoked on here where they're a little difficult to obtain. So they're very accessible. While we're on the point of complexity of cigars, there are some cigars that are perfectly adequate. They're tasty. But if you have a longer cigar, the perfect example of this is the CAO Flathead 770.
Oh, I love that cigar.
I like it too.
It's a heavy bitch, though.
My
Yes,
only
it
issue
is.
with it is, and all of them, the different size are the same cigar. They're the same flavor. I don't like, if I'm going to smoke that cigar, I'm going to have like the 450 or the 660 because they're smaller and
Not a 3-hour burn.
me, if I'm smoking it and I'm smoking something for 3 hours, it has to have some variation in flavor. Otherwise, I get bored with it. I want to put it out halfway through.
Right.
So I remembered what I was going to say originally when I said, "Look at me."
Should I come back?
I don't know. I think I just lost it again. This is very strange.
It might be the hot cocoa and the beer,
That's exactly.
and then that.
Well, regardless of my shitbrainness,
Welcome to Chrishood.
I'm not as old as you yet. This is
Shut
concerning.
up.
Anyway, great smoke. Again, not horribly complex, but it does exactly what you need it. Nothing more. Oh, I remember now. So
Women.
he said that he didn't really pick up a cederness. It's a difference in palate. So I've smoked so many dark, heavy cigars because that's how I like them. My palate is practically dead. People will smoke cigars that they're like, "Oh my god, this is really spicy," and I'll be like, "This is sweet. This is somewhat mild. What are you talking about?"
So Connor, you like them dark and heavy.
I like them dark and heavy, and sometimes long and girthy.
I am not going to comment on that. How would you rate it?
I would give it probably a solid 8 out of 10. 8.5. Connor?
Yeah, it's definitely an 8.
7.235 with a remainder of 4. Don't ask.
Okay. Well, unless the two of you have anything else to add, we're gonna actually jump into. We're not gonna record it just yet, but we have an interesting cigar that might appear in a future video. It's one of Nub's seasonal cigars
Holiday
that they
cigar.
make. It's their Christmas/holiday, whatever you want to call it, cigar. And it's actually peppermint infused.
And we kind of
So
Do you have it out?
Smoke it and see what it, how it is. What were you about to say before we pick off?
yeah, something like that. It's you want to do a test. We would just usually give you our unfiltered opinion on it, especially if it's something we haven't smoked before. But I find that seasonals, it's the same thing with pipe tobacco as it is with cigars. They can be really hit or miss, and we don't want to do a review on something that's just complete dog shit and have you guys think that because we smoked it, it's good.
Do you want to show it real quick before we run out of time?
It's in the bag. If you want to grab it from your age, it should be right on top.
Yeah, another thing to look forward to, I picked up a sampler, the Ramon Busso Genesis cigar. So we'll be doing an unboxing of that and kind of our initial impressions of it. I'm optimistic.
It's smaller than most Nubs,
It
but
smells yummy.
You can smell it as soon as you unwrap
I'm
it.
optimistic because Ramon Busso is a tobacconist and blender that's had a lot to do with the Padron family cigars, Fuente family cigars. He's just been a big giant in the industry. He's unfortunately, he passed away several years ago. Rest his soul, was a great man. Actually, I don't know that, but he makes great cigars, so he's okay in my book. But that stuff to look forward to.
this is Josh
I'm Connor.
and Chris. Have a good night.
Stay smoky.